Hi everyone, my name is Daniel Alvarez, and today we are with Christopher Hutchins, but
You can call me Hutch.
Hutch. All right, Hutch, welcome to my channel.
Thank you very much.
All right, so for the knowledge of everyone, we are in Colombia, my country, in a bike fitting event that Rene, a friend of ours, is been doing internationally. And so here's Hutch from Lake,
Yep.
the shoes. So Chris, tell us about you. And you've been working with Lake for like over 11 years, was it?
No, actually since 1998. So
All right.
it's about 27 years.
27 years,
Yeah.
all right. So tell us the story of how you started working with the cycling industry. Were you a cyclist? Are you a cyclist? Or just because you are an engineer or whatever? So how is the story with you and Lake?
So I've been a cyclist pretty much my entire life, but never at the pro level. It was actually a friend in university at design school. He was a very avid cyclist, and after he graduated university, he started working for Lake. And he brought me on to freelance after I had finished, and I was working at a different design company. And from there, I got the relationship with Lake, and eventually they hired me full time back in '98, and I took over the shoe section of the company around 2001.
So if you're talking about shoe section, what else Lake does for those who don't know?
Now Lake only does shoes, but at that time when I started, Lake was into gloves, clothing, and shoes.
All right.
So they had actually hired me on to do graphics design and for the clothing, because that's my school background.
Yeah.
But then things changed around 2000, and my focus became more on the shoe side of the business.
Cool. So now you're developing shoes and technologies, and what else?
Yeah. So besides that, I also manage the sourcing and setting up the factories. So we own two of our own factories, and I did both of those set up.
So that's so one thing is that he did a talk that I'm gonna share on this channel as well, which is like hour and a half long. So for those who wants to see the whole story, it's gonna be here on the channel as well. So you're a graphic designer by, that's what you studied, but now you ended up setting up factories.
Yeah.
Did you have to study for that, or or you learn in the process?
Well, that was the opportunity. So back in '99, I was working and living in Italy for Lake, working on the clothing program. But at the same time, I was closely involved with a shoe company there that was a friend of the Lake owner's family. So I studied under a shoemaker named Sante Mazzarola. He was the founder of Alpine Star motorcycle boots.
All right.
So he showed me a lot of how to make shoes, and this is back in '99, 2000. And when I was working in Poland, he came to Poland with me, and we helped me manage the factory that we had in Poland. So I worked very closely with that gentleman he taught me a lot about pattern making, glass making, shoe making, the whole manufacturing process. So
Nice.
It was a good experience.
Cool. So I guess that 20 years ago, the shoes in the cycling industry wasn't that competitive as it is today. Because today, like, as you said in the talk, like, there's a lot of companies that are like, oh, I have this brand, can you make me a shoe? Yes, we can do the shoe with your logo and stuff.
Yeah.
But back in the day, it wasn't like that.
Not as easy as it is now. So definitely you needed to have a lot more capital to invest, because there wasn't as many open molds and open tooling as there are now. So the cost of getting into the business was much higher, and the technology that you needed was, it wasn't common knowledge, because it wasn't such a widespread thing like other types of shoes, like running shoes or snowboard boots or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, great. So how has Lake been doing to keep growing and not losing market? I know the cycling industry has been growing, but I think maybe the competition is growing faster than the industry itself.
Well, we do things differently. So our approach is about fit. which seems like it should be everyone's approach, but actually it isn't. So we offer probably the largest variety of models, widths, sizes as any other brand. And so our advantage is that inside of our collection, we can cover a larger variety of foot shapes, rider styles, demographics. So that's kind of what has helped us to remain relevant and to kind of grow our position in the cycling shoe market.
Yeah, yesterday I was going to ask you something that you later on the talk, you answer, which is, do you guys work just for performance and competition, or do you guys look after health as well? And you guys do, because you said in the talk. And this is why you guys have a lot of different width, right?
Yes.
Because of the health of because I heard some cyclists like, these shoes are really, I can feel the power transfer way better, but my feet hurt after 2 hours because of this, and I don't think that's healthy. So that's nice that like.
Yeah, so that's kind of the tip of our spear is that our product range must fit so that you're comfortable on the bike. And that means we do things a little differently to achieve a comfortable fit. So you're not in pain, or you're not causing any kind of deformities in your foot. Or if you already have some existing problems, we make products that can accommodate those issues with your feet.
That's pretty cool. And it's pretty cool to know as well, as you said, like you still own the factory, so you still produce your own stuff.
Yes.
Which is not really common nowadays.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what's the advantage for those who don't know? What's the advantage of you controlling your own stuff, your own productions?
So the advantage obviously is we can produce what we want, and we can control how much we produce. And when I say produce what we want, we can make really technical things, really complicated products that take a long time to make. And because if you don't own a factory, usually time is money.
Yeah.
But we own the factory, so we can take our time and we can make quality product, we can make unique products, we can make things that a lot of other brands can't touch because they're more focused on productivity, where we're focused on quality and creating a product that is a solution for all types of riders.
Yeah, that's true, because I've worked with brands that have like producers in Asia, and it takes a long time, like we design this, send it, then they reply back, then, oh yeah, that looks cool, but then you have to send a actual product, then the product comes and it's like, oh, you know what, we have to change this. So again, the process, and it takes like months, maybe years sometimes to develop something. So I can acknowledge that it's, I guess you guys is like right away from the desk to the factory and direct communication.
Yeah, our prototyping and our development is fairly quick, and once we do develop a new product, we do testing, and testing is pretty much the majority of the time. When we're developing, like, say, new molds or new technology, it definitely takes a little time to ensure that this is the right thing and that it's the solution that we intended it to be. But yeah, being able to react to the market, being able to be flexible about what we make, and being able to, without being 100% custom, we are pretty much as close you can get as a mass-produced custom brand.
Yeah, because, and again, like as you said, like it's for a new company to set those standards and build their own factories, like it's gonna be super expensive. Because I guess like build it slowly from scratch through the years. So now if someone wants to do the same, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, it is an investment up front. But yeah, we are constantly like improving and reinvesting into the technology, and also a big investment is the people. Yeah. Because a nice thing about especially our older factory, we've had workers there for almost 15 years on average. So it's not like a quick turnaround where people just come and go. We have real craftsmen who are working in our factory who know our product well. They know what the Lake philosophy is. So that's something unique when you own your own factory. every day they're working on our product. Every day they're making Lake shoes. So there's a bit of, there's much more ownership into that than, say, a contract factory.
Cool. How do you guys do with the communications, maybe with distributors and then with the shops, to make the right sales? Because my story with the cycling industry is long. I've been salesman, wholesales, mechanic, everything, and I've seen when the shops, it's hard to make the shops sell the products in the right way, like explaining the technologies, the differences. So do you guys have a program, or because it's hard to leave your brand in the hands of a third that doesn't know how to do it?
Yeah, so over the past 10 years, we've made a conscious change to be a little more direct in the market. So, we still work with distributors in some market, and in those markets where we do, we're very close to those distributors. We're constantly in contact with them, not just like over email and phone, but we actually go and visit our customers in those various markets. But then some of the other markets, like let's say very important and large cycling markets like US, Europe, UK, we actually own our distribution channel. We own our sales channel. So everyone that's involved in that organization, they're only focused on our product.
Nice.
So that gives us the ability to, one, be in constant contact with not only our dealers, but also the end users, because we do participate in events locally. We do have, like, our UK office is constantly doing events. Our Netherlands office is constantly doing events in conjunction with dealers. So we're interfacing with consumers, and we get firsthand experience, and we can understand what they're looking for.
Yeah, cool. I had one pair of Lakes that I got back in 2009, maybe, when I was in New Zealand, and I can tell they last like a long time because I had them for many, many years. It wasn't the only pair of shoes that I had, but I had them for many, many years until one day I was like, I gave them away because I was leaving the country again, but the shoes were still in really good conditions. So quality is really good, I can tell.
Yeah, it really goes into the craftsmanship is one, but also the materials we use. We're very conscious about everything that we put into the shoes. It's not about necessarily being the most efficient or cost savings, because our shoes are quite expensive, but that's reflected in the quality of the materials that we use and the vendors we work with.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you pay a little bit more, but they last way more. So yeah, maybe way better than paying less and you have shoes for a couple of months. So
right.
That's cool.
And when they're comfortable, you're on the bike more.
Yeah.
So you get more use out of them.
You enjoy more. That's cool. And just to finish, so we're in South America. In which countries are you guys in South America?
So I'm not 100% sure, because
Yeah.
I'm more focused on the production side.
right.
But we're here in Colombia, I believe in Chile. I think there's some business.
Brazil for sure.
Yeah, I think there's some business in Brazil and Argentina, but I'm not 100% sure, but definitely we're here in Colombia and in Chile and Brazil.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Hutch, thanks a lot. I hope you enjoy. Is it your first time here in Colombia?
First time in Colombia.
Have you been into Medellin, or you just stay here in the hotel and surroundings?
I went into Medellin on my first 2 nights here, and yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Cool.
Absolutely amazing.
Nice. Well, hopefully you keep enjoying the rest of the time you have here in Colombia, and hopefully it's not the last time you come.
Definitely. I intend to come back.
Cool. All right, Hutch, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank
Bye.
you.